Hello again, everybody, and good afternoon. Welcome live to Garber High School and the Garber Invitational Basketball Tournament presented by NextEra Energy Resources. I'm Todd Miller along with Adam Dieselhorst and our crew here from Garber as we get you ready for the girls' third-place game, followed by the boys' third-place game, and then, of course, championship Saturday evening here in Garber. Garber and Okarche's girls will square off. It's a 3-1 Lady Warrior Ball Club and a 2-1 Lady Wolverine Club to meet for the first time this season. Garber, the home team of the scoreboard, and we are underway as Okarche has controlled the opening tap. Garber will start the contest in a 2-3 zone against the Lady Warriors, who are coming off their first loss of the season yesterday to cash into the championship semifinals here at Garber. High post with it left is Rother. Kicks it on a cross-court pass. Now reverses wing left, and a three is up and good by Ryan Whitrock, and that's the way the afternoon starts. 3-0 Okarche.
That's big for Okarche. Yesterday they struggled to shoot the ball, so that's good to see out of the gate if you're a Warrior fan.
Garber, no problems with the full court pressure from Okarche. They had a bounce pass knocked away at the offensive end out of bounds. So the Lady Wolverines in the home white and maroon will inbound underneath their own goal. 7:25 to play, opening period, 3-0. They inbound, middle of the paint, a good return pass for the layup to Catherine Puckett from Camilla Gray. You always have to be aware of the inbounder.
Yeah, you bet. You can't have your back turned. One thing we're going to notice here, Todd, both these teams have similar styles. We're going to press and run some zone and similar ideas on offense, too, as well.
Rother out of control, loses the ball. Gay picks it up, shoots it up ahead to Pluckett. Her free throw line jumper won't go, but the stick back by Grace Howry is good. And just like that, 4 straight for the host school. They lead 4-3 for the first time, 55 seconds deep into the opening period. Little pressure with the backcourt. Okarche nearly turned it over. They get it back right side of Whitrock, who has their only 3 of the afternoon. She misses that one wide left from the right wing side. The rebound to Alyssa Johnson. 4-3 Garber. Here with the opening minute of play from Garber High School. Plunkett tries to drive against the zone. It's cut off bottom of the zone by their best player for Okarche, Madison Owens. Both teams will be very deliberate at them. They want to get the shot that they're looking for out of their half-court set. And there it is, a turnaround jump shot from Grace Howry at the foul line. Extends the Lady Wolverine run to 6.
You bet. Coach Davis has got to be happy early on. Garber is much more patient in their offense. Yesterday they seemed quite a bit rushed against Hooker's defensive pressure.
Whitrock with a racing layup, right wing side, had a block, but there was a body foul. And the first foul of the contest goes against Garber's Camilla Gay, a sophomore. Okarche comes in with a record of 3-1. They defeated Crescent here on Thursday in the quarterfinals. Lost yesterday to cash in their other 2 victories this year. They won at Preston 60-52 and at Fairview by 4, 55-51. First foul shot is up and it's good by Ryan Whitrock. So that ends a run of 6 straight by Garber. Whitrock misses strong with a second and over the back foul. Going to be called against Jaylee Rother as she went over the back trying to get the rebound away from Grace Howry.
Just a silly foul there. One thing we talked to Coach Mitchell before this game is just Okarche's a young team and they just got to make smart plays this game.
Attacking through the press is Alyssa Johnson, who's hacked all the way to the goal, and she'll go to the line for 2. Right now, Garber being very patient and getting a lot of looks against this full court pressure.
Yeah, penetration's the key, obviously, against the zone. You're going to see a lot of that today with the guard play from Garber. So Okarche's going to have to be smarter about closing out.
Madison Owens commits the foul. Owens yesterday in the semifinal loss was held to a season-low 6 points. First foul shot is up, and it's good from Alyssa Johnson. The sophomore will get one more, and that one is clean, too. The 2 of 2 free throw shooting to start the ball game for Garber. 1 of 2 for the stripe for Okarche. The lead is 4, 8-4 for the homestanding Lady Wolverines. Wing right is Ryan Whitrock with a basketball to Rother, top of the circle. She bounces it left side for Owens. Skips it across the zone. A good look at a 3 on the way by Jaylee Rother. That's too strong. Owens in the paint with a rebound, puts the ball on the floor, and a foul called against Garber. I think they're going to call that on Howry. And that is her first. That is also the second team foul here early against Garber. Inbounds pass, foul line right. The jump shot is up and down from Carson Valorand.
You can tell, Todd, here early on, both these teams obviously familiar with each other, both comfortable getting some easy looks. And actually, it's pretty high scoring early on here for most of these girls games that we've had in this tournament so far.
Well, that's bad news there, Adam, as Madison Owens at midcourt reaches to try and knock a pass away and instead picks up her second. Madison, the team's leading scorer, in a 2-point game with 5:45 to play here in the first period. Foul line left is Gray. Hoist one up. It's short. Garber saves it inbounds. Good hustle to Howry. Baseline left, and Reynolds the jumper home.
That's credit the hustle by Light there. What a great athletic save there.
Howry yesterday had 6 points in the loss here to Hooker. She already has doubled that with 6 in the first period. Down the paint goes Light, pulls up at the foul line, misses strong at the jump shot. The rebound tipped out of bounds away from Howry, so it'll stay with Garber.
If you're Davis there, you really want Light to take it all the way to the basket.
Lady Wolverines will inbound. Catherine Pluckett, a senior, does so. Right baseline to Light. She nearly airballed a 12-foot jump shot. And weak side with the rebound is Whitrock. 10-6 in favor of Garber. Okarche with the basketball, moving from right to left. The entry pass tipped away, picked back up off the floor by Valorand, who spins, lays it up, missed it off the window. Garber with a rebound and a whistle and a loose ball foul coming up against Okarche. Jaylee Rother has picked up her second. So 4 team fouls on the board right now, Adam, for Okarche. And unfortunately for Haley Mitchell's club, they've been divided evenly with 2 each on 2 players.
Yeah, so Okarche's going to press a lot and keep pressure. She will run in some other substitutes, so obviously that's their style she believes in. Martin,
who just checked in, hits a right wing jump shot, and it's 12-6. Garber's opened up a 6-point advantage, their biggest here in the early stages. Garber with a 2-2-1 3-quarter court press. Okarche bounces it to Owens at midcourt, who speeds to the top of the key. Feeds it on a bounce pass wing left to Rother. The jump shot rattles off, crashing for the rebounds. Garber, and a foul called against Okarche.
Whitrock with the foul.
Whitrock has picked up her first, and with 4:42 to play here in the first period, Garber will inbound leading 12-6. We're also on the cusp of going to the foul line, as that's 5 team fouls against Okarche. Bounce pass at midcourt, pulled away by Ashlyn Light, speeds into the paint, kicks it to Howry. Swish, she got another one. She likes that spot on the floor.
Yeah, you bet. Garber's just doing a really good job of attacking this pressure zone and getting open shots and open looks and knocking them down.
Rother bounces it to Owens. Owens with a diagonal cross-court pass, beats the pressure to Whitrock, drives in. Good numbers, a bounce pass. Underneath the Valorand, who lays it in. It's the way you attack a press right there. It's 14-8 and a much-needed bucket midway through the first period for Okarche.
Yeah, we're seeing some textbook offense on both sides. Finally, we get a turnover here.
Whitrock with an interception at midcourt, and as she dribbles into the offensive end, she's blocked and fouled by Sierra Martin. That is her first and the third against the Lady Wolverines at the midway point here of the first period. 14-8 is our score. Okarche will trigger it in left wing side. Madison Owens returns it left quarter for Whitrock. Back to Owens. Cross courts at right side. On the wing with it is Jaylee Rother. Dribbles to the foul line. Misses too strong at a jump shot. Peeling down for the rebound is Alyssa Johnson. 14-8 Garber. One to the midway point here of the first period. Martin, a half-court pass, takes a dribble. An uncontested 3 at the other end, no good. And running to the rebound is Whitrock. Okarche faces no pressure this time. They zip it down the floor. Rother's jump shot for 3 in the right corner is good. Jaylee, who has a couple of early fouls, now has her first 3-point basket of the day.
Yeah, one of the big keys for Okarche we've seen in the first couple of games is they're a young team and they've been turning it over. And so far here, they haven't had troubles with turning the ball over.
Jaylee had 2 3-point baskets, 8 points in the first round win here on Thursday against Crescent. And the Lady Warriors knock an entry pass in the low post out of bounds. Up off Haley Mitchell's bench is going to be Tyson Indris, a sophomore. Really their main post player threat, you were telling me.
Talented player. She's had a great tournament so far. She was really impressive yesterday. You're going to like watching her, Todd.
3:17 to go first period. The lead is 3 for Garber as they will inbound the basketball. You can see that Jamie Davis not afraid to use her bench here in the early going. Martin gets a bounce pass, spins and draws contact to the baseline. If that's against Madison Owens, that's her third. And it is against Madison Owens with 3:14 to go here in the first period. 3 personal fouls, and Garber, next foul goes to the line for the 1-and-1 as Martin will shoot 2.
Yeah, and really, it's just kind of silly on Okarche's end because at both times they're getting way too good of looks on the inbound. That bottom girl needs to turn and face on the zone if you're going to run zone in an inbounds play. And credit Garber, both times they've gotten great looks and open shots.
Owens will go to the bench with her team down 3 at the 3:14 mark of the first period. Again, she didn't have a good game yesterday offensively with 6 points. She, however, led Okarche with 17 in the first round win here on Thursday. Martin, who missed the first, hits the second. 3 of 4 fouls shooting for the Lady Wolverines, who get the lead back to 4. It's been as many as 6 here in the early stages. Jaden Rother blocked in the backcourt, and that's Martin who draws the foul. And Sierra, has her second.
She's a talented player. Her brother was on the state championship team last year that graduated, and I believe he's playing at Sterling College in Kansas this year.
Inbounding is Sophie Vanderici.
Nice.
She will trigger it in the backcourt. Sophie with it, left wing side, takes the dribble. Now they try to kick it back out. The ball stolen away by Catherine Plunkett. Up ahead, right wing it goes for Ashlyn Light. Light attacks to the goal, got too far under, still almost made the shot with a swiping left-handed scoop shot. Rebound tipped out, it's run down by Jaylee Rother, who goes left-handed to the goal, misses that one, and the rebound poked out of bounds by Tyson Indris.
The possession before, that's an example, Todd, of what Okarche kind of did yesterday that drove Coach Mitchell crazy, just ill-advised turnovers, and they got to keep from doing that.
Haley, of course, no stranger to the Okarche program. Her mother, Sherry Myers, the legendary Kingfisher and Okarche coach, was there for some time, and Haley was the assistant before being named the new head coach this past offseason. Jump shot of the paint won't go, but a foul on the rebound, and that is going to go against Garber. And they're calling it on Alyssa Johnson. That's her first. So fouls mounting, already 11 whistles here with 2.5 to go in the first period.
Well, this crew that we got here, they are as good as you're going to get, all 3 of them state tournament officials, so they're going to make sure they're going to set the tone early officiating.
Indris with it, trapped right wing, bounces under the block for Valorand, who spins, missed the shot but draws the foul. And that is on Camilla Gay, and that's going to be her second. Correction, that's on Ashlyn Light, and that's her first. So both teams going forward are into the 1-1, and there's still a long ways to go.
Yeah, and this might kind of affect our pace we've had so far. I kind of like the pace of this game so far. It's been pretty back and forth, so obviously these fouls are going to slow some things down.
Valorand, who had 7 yesterday in the semifinal loss to Cashin, bags her 5th point as she hits the first of 2 free throws, and it's clean to the 6th. And the deficit is down to 2. Okarche kind of settling into a rhythm now after being hit with a right cross early by Garber.
Great look by Light.
Tori Johnson gets a half-court pass for the backcourt, takes a dribble, shoots high off the window, missed it. Rebound poked out, good hustle that time by Light, who runs down the ball. She'll reset at the center circle G logo between the rings. Baseline left with the basketball is Plunkett, got trapped, tried to get it out, and had it knocked out of her hands out of bounds.
Plunkett might be the only senior on the floor playing currently.
These are 2 young teams,
yes,
for
they
sure.
Are.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first period. 15-13 to the girls' 3rd place game of the Garber Next Era Energy Resources basketball tournament. Another bounce pass knocked out of bounds, so Garber will inbound in front of Haley Mitchell on the Okarche bench. Sliding right is Ashlyn Light, and she throws up a runner and knocks it in. Ashlyn Light's a good player, and she's just a junior. Comes in averaging mid-teens in an early season start for Garber.
Yeah, she's one of those type of players that's really dynamic, a great athlete, can get to the goal, and you'll see her hit some threes here too, Todd.
Rother was trapped at midcourt and very fortunate not to have that ball knocked off of her leg out of bounds by Tori Johnson. Ball remains in Okarche's possession as Sierra Martin quickly gets back up and in and replaces Gay for the Lady Wolverines. 4-point Garber lead, 90 seconds and counting to go here in the first period from Garber. Jaden Rother with the basketball left wing, holds it above her head. Now they work it right wing side. Good ball movement to Jaden Rother. She'll work it down low, and sliding out of bounds is going to be Tyson Indris, and it'll be a turnover for Okarche. I still like the ball movement by the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And they're doing a better job, too. Obviously, another kind of a little bit of an ill-advised turnover, and they got to get away from that, but ball movement is great.
Right side with the basketball is Alyssa Johnson. Takes 2 dribbles, pulls up from 15 right angle, back rims it. Jaden Rother with a rebound. One-on-one back the other end with Johnson. Misses strong on the rebound, but there for the layup, but there for the follow. And the bucket is Jaylee Rother. 17-15, and near turnover the backcourt. And now a travel will be called against Alyssa Johnson. For the most part, Garber has been very, very patient. Okarche turned it up another level, and that really kind of threw their timing off.
Yeah, they're kind of switching roles here, opposed to how the game kind of started. And Okarche, like you said, is starting to settle in. So it should be make for an exciting first half.
Jaden Rother, who's just a freshman, bounces it left side for Vanderici. They skip it across the floor for Jaylee Rother. At the high post is Indris, slides down, missed it, got her own miss, goes back up, missed that one short, keeps it alive, pokes it out to Rother. Right wing side to Jaylee Rother. She's strong on that three-point attempt, and a loose ball foul will go against Jaylee Rother, and that's her third. So 2 starters for the Lady Warriors now with big-time foul problems with under a half minute to go in the first period. Madison Owens and Jaylee Rother, each with 3 personal fouls, and that is the 7th against Okarche. So Garber will go to the other end for a 1-and-1.
I'd like to know how many years consecutively it's been that there has been a Rother either on the boys' team or girls' team at Okarche.
Bunch. First foul shot is up, and it's down by Grace Howry, who has had a big first period. She has 9. In fact, herself only at this moment trails Okarche by 6. Second one is up. Left-hander drops that one through. Garber has shot well, 5 of 6 at the free throw line to start this ball game. +4 Wolverines with 24 seconds to play. Okarche nearly turns it over. It's run down by Valorand. Off balance, hopes to get something to drop. Missed it for the left angle. Rebound to Garber. Up ahead to Johnson. The layup, no good. It was blocked. Right back into the hands of a Garber player who then has it knocked out of her hands out of bounds. Carson Valorand was the one that got down and maybe saved a basket.
It's good hustle.
Inbounds pass out high, and the 3 is good. Ashlyn Light knocks down the 3. 22-17, the lead is 7 is their biggest. Rother will fire a runner from right circle with back rim, so that's the way the first period ends. Garber 22, Okarche 15 in the girls' third-place game for the Garber Invitational Basketball Tournament. We are back for period number 2 in just a moment. This is the Garber Tournament live from Squirtle.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
You want commitment from your bank, you want excellent service, and you want loyalty. Bank Central National Association strives every day to give you the banking experience you really want and enjoy. Their friendly staff is here to serve you and provide you with the best service around. Call them today at 580-234-3316 or visit them in Enid, Alva, Woodward, Anthony, Kansas, or Harper, Kansas. Thank you for choosing Bank Central National Association. Member FDIC.
8 minutes down, 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Welcome back to the girls' third-place game on our Squirtle Game of the Week, presented by High Plains Insurance and Danny Geis. I'm Todd Miller, along with Adam Dieselhorst, and the 3 guys that are shooting video of this game and producing and broadcast the best of the streaming business. Yeah. Ethan, Caden, and Bryce with us today as well. First possession of the second period goes to Garber, and Alyssa Johnson knocks the eyes out of a corner 3.
Yeah, you guys made the transition from football to basketball, and I think we're doing it pretty well so far.
Johnson has 5, her first basket. That's also the second 3-ball made by Garber, who opens up the first double-digit lead of the afternoon. Jaden Rother with it, skips it left baseline for Madison Owens, who goes up and she's fouled. And Haley Mitchell right now, I think this is the right move. You're down 10 now. Rolling the dice with one of your best players, Madison Owens, out there with 3 fouls.
No, I like it. You got to be confident enough and know that she's a senior. She needs to be smart enough to know to keep herself out of foul trouble. You know, one thing about the first quarter, Todd, for Okarche, I don't have the exact stats, but I'm guessing off of inbound plays, Garber probably scored 10 or 12 easy points off inbounds plays.
Madison Owens hits the first. They always say know where the person that inbounds the basketball is. That's the most dangerous person on an inbounds play, and you're right. They haven't always accounted for that being Okarche. Second foul shot by Owens is good. She's into the scorebook, and it's 25-17. Okarche now will get the full court pressure set to go over the top to midcourt with Alyssa Johnson. Johnson, 2 dribbles, flips it out left side for Plunkett, who fumbles and runs it down. Now to Camilla Gray between the circles, out high for Light against that pushed out zone defense. 25-17, foul line left, Ashlyn Light won't go. Pulls down the rebound, spins, goes back up, rolls that one off no good. Camilla Gray underneath with a rebound, loops a pass to Light. Good board work that time by Garber.
Yeah, they're all over the boards. It's tough to keep them off the boards, especially out of the zone. You got to block out even harder.
Plunkett's space or a foul line jump shot wouldn't go, and then Okarche unable to retrieve the rebound, so it stays with Garber. They've also done a great job against Okarche on the offensive glass here in the first period and a half.
Yeah, their post players are working very hard. They obviously have a size advantage down low, too, that they're going to take advantage of.
Leila Washington, who just checked in, misses hard on a turnaround jump shot, ended up on the floor, thought there was contact, no whistle. And at the other end, Ryan Whitrock gets a run-out layup, and it's 25-19. A little run here by the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, it's eerie how similar these two teams are as far as how they play.
Alyssa Johnson dribbles through two defenders, beats the pressure, pulls up in front of the foul line, comes up short of the jump shot. Leila Washington will run it down, saves it in bounds, but does so to Madison Owens, who has it back the other way, 1-on-2. Owens with a dribble move to the goal, spins it in, and she's fouled. And Madison Owens will have a chance at a three-point play as Alyssa Johnson has personal foul number 2.
She's making her coach look smart, isn't she, Todd?
She is. 8th team foul against Garber. The run is 6 straight for Okarche. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 6:20 to play in the first half. 25-21 Garber, pending a free throw upcoming for Madison Owens.
Todd, I got to take time to tell you what a fantastic job you did last night on the call. I know there's obviously not Cashion people watching. Probably there may be a few, but you guys did an amazing job, and so did the producer Ethan Sunken here, and Caden and Bryce are doing some camera work here, and having to make that transition from football to basketball, too, isn't the easiest thing. I mean, just calling a football game yesterday and coming over here this afternoon to call basketball, we're happy to have you.
Tell you what, Scordo was honored to be a part of that game last night. An absolute classic. I said on the broadcast, it's a shame either team had to lose that. It's a shame that it wasn't. I'm not taking anything away from Thomas or Ringling. It's a shame that didn't even have a little bit more implication of the line, the way those two teams laid it out on the line.
No doubt.
25-21, 6:20 to play. I'll say it again. These guys that we work with, man, they make us a lot better than we really are.
Yeah.
Their video is second to none. Madison Owens looking for a three-point jump shot, or a three-point play, and it's on the way, and it's good. Owens is 3 of 3 at the foul line with that make. 5 of 6 is Okarche here in the first half of the stripe. They've scored 7 straight. Garber attacks the full court pressure. Light able to beat it, flips it out left side for Alyssa Johnson, and underneath the whistle and a foul. And that's going to send Garber to the free throw line. It's against Jaden Rother, and that's her first. Tell you what, Light is a one-man press breaker. Really, that's their best press breaker. Just get out of the way, let Ashlyn take the ball into the front court.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game, Todd. Light is a special athlete. She's one of those kids that any game, even if she's not hitting her shots, she looks a little different, plays at a little bit of a different speed than everybody else, and she's got a bright future ahead of her.
These two teams each have one senior. Garber's lone senior is at the foul line, Catherine Plunkett. She misses the first and hits the second. Garber trying to move to 3-1 of the season and bounce back after their first loss of the year yesterday here with their home floor. That ends a run of 8 straight for Okarche. And at the other end,
it's Owens.
A basket by Madison Owens on the right low post. 26-24, deflected pass down into the arms of Johnson, who attacks right, misses it, follow shot by Plunkett, no, but she's fouled. And Catherine, who on the previous trip down the floor, hit 1 of 2 at the line, will go there for 2 shots, and the gamble ultimately did not pay off for Haley Mitchell as Madison Owens has picked up her 4th.
Yeah, and that was tough, too, because that really could have gone either way between her or White Rock as far as the foul goes, or Whitrock. I keep calling her White Rock, but Owens was right there, kind of a bang-bang play, and she's going to have to sit down on the bench.
Catherine Plunkett at the foul line has now made 2 straight. She's a 62.5% free throw shooter coming into this tournament. She's 50% today as she misses short of that one. Rebound controlled by Okarche. As a team, Garber is less than 70% collectively from the foul line. Good feed down low to a cutting Tyson Indris, who lays it in. And it's a 1-point game, 27-26 with 5.5 to play here in the first half. Ashlyn Light in the backcourt, lobs it to Alyssa Johnson. Johnson gets it right or left quarter for Johnson, Tori Johnson, whose bounce pass was knocked out of bounds. Sierra Martin, the freshman, will come back into the ball game for Garber. She's played some pretty good minutes off the bench thus far. She'll inbound at Tori Johnson, who airballs a quarter left 3. And Okarche has the rebound.
Good look.
Good look up ahead. It goes to Emma Stover, the sophomore, who just checked in, and she bricks that layup. Rebound controlled by Garber, who preserves a 1-point lead. Okarche was that close to grabbing the first advantage of the half.
Yeah, and Emma played some big minutes yesterday and was good down low for Okarche.
Johnson's three right side doesn't go. Rebound to the Lady Warriors, who want to run, but quickly Garber gets back, and Rother will slow it down in the front court. Kicks it right side. The jump shot in and out by Whitrock, and Garber has the rebound. Well, that's two straight opportunities that Okarche's had to take the lead and missed one, an in-close jump shot, and had a three rattle in and out. 27-26, under 4.5 to play here in the first half. Quarter right with the basketball, Sierra Martin. Martin with the white headband. Kicks it between the circles for Alyssa Johnson. Johnson pounds the dribble on the center circle logo. Now veers left to Light on the wing. 4:19 to play in the first half. Garber trying to build on a 1-point lead that's been as many as 10. And Martin throws up a runner and drops it, but she's called for the offensive foul.
It's a great job there by Stover.
Third personal on Sierra Martin. Both teams have 9 fouls on the board, so it's going to be a free throw shooting contest going to halftime with each having the double bonus the rest of the way. So Martin will check out for Garber. Ashlyn Light comes back in. 27-26 our score.
Nice look.
Rother with a great bounce pass down low, and the layup is good from Emma Stover.
That's one thing I love to see in basketball, Todd, is a bounce pass. Kids just do not throw that pass anymore, or they don't throw it right. And so just great execution there by Okarche.
Well, you're dating yourself there, partner. 28-27, Okarche with their first advantage. Kick out three of the way by Light right wing, and there's your answer.
Yeah, she's the player. You know, she's the one that makes them go. And even when you don't think she's shooting the ball well, you look up on the scoreboard, she's got 8 points.
Prior to the last 2 games, she was shooting over 57% from three-point range. 2-on-1 as they cross-court it to Whitrock, who goes up. Shot was missed, and a scramble for the loose basketball, and I think they're going to call a loose ball foul against Okarche.
I think Whitrock thought she may have been fouled there.
Idris picks up her first. Tom Singh, Mark Martin, and Dakota Martin are the 3-man officiating crew here in Garber for this girls' third-place game.
And Tom Singh and Mark Martin combined, I'm going to put at a 10,000 mark of how many games they've officiated.
And that might be too few.
That might be 10,000 in the decade of the 2000s. How about that?
Yeah. Johnson back rims, but downs the first free throw. Alyssa has all of hers for the stripe today. The second one is good as well. And it's 32-28, so that's 5 straight by Garber on the heels of that run that saw Okarche take their first advantage of the night, and then a turnover. Cross-court pass off of Whitrock out of bounds. Garber will have it in the front court.
Those are those turnovers we talked about early on. They just make kind of some silly, just kind of, overthrows and just miscues, and it's been hurting Okarche. It hurt him yesterday against Cashin, and it's obviously hurting him here too.
Light to Gay, who's doubled to the high post, and a reach-in foul called against Okarche, and that is Vanderishi, who's going to pick up her first, and that's the 10th. So 2 free throws upcoming for Camilla Gay. Gay from the stripe is 50% before the tournament. She'd been 1 of 2.
That's a situation too where you have a post player out top. I mean, I get being aggressive and trying to go for the steal, but, don't foul her and put her at the line. She's not going to hurt you out 20 foot from the basket.
Gay hits the first of 2 free throws, stretches the advantage back to 5. It stays there as she misses the second. Ball was free briefly on the floor before it's scooped up by Okarche and Ryan Whitrock. Whitrock to Rother into the front court, bounces it quarter right. 3 of the way by Vanderishi is good. Sophie gets her first 3 and the third triple by Okarche, and they needed that one to cut it down to 2.
Yeah, Okarche's not going to go away. They just keep closing that lead. Garber gets up by about 5 or 6, and Okarche comes right back.
Light dribbles past 3 defenders, gets into the paint, bounces it to Plunkett, who lays it in. Man, Ashlyn Light is putting on a show with her ball handling and passing skills.
She's an impressive athlete. She's just got that extra step.
Whitrock is fouled by Light at the other end. Hard to believe somebody that's played the minutes that Ashlyn Light has played and been as aggressive as she has just now is picking up her second.
Well, and it's funny you mentioned that. I was going to actually go into what I was going to say. She does find herself getting in foul trouble a lot, so she's got to be careful with that. Anytime she does spend on the bench, it's just because she's in foul trouble.
Whitrock's back rims the first free throw. Ryan is 1 for 3 at the line. The rest of the team is 5 for 5. Currently a 4-point lead, as you see on the bottom left of your screen, for Garber, who trailed briefly one time at 28-27. Second foul shot is good. So Whitrock gets one of two, and the lead down to 3, 35-32. Light from left to right across your screen into the front court. Approaching 2.5 to go here in the first half from Garber. Right side, Light with a basketball. Shoots it between the circles and gets it to Plunkett, who veers left. Up, picks a dribble up, needs some help. Almost trapped left circle. Hands it off to Alyssa Johnson, who goes down the paint, throws up a running one-hander from 11 and back rims and then rattles down.
You know, Alyssa's a kid that had a great freshman year last year for Garber. Started off a little bit slow here, but you can see her have a big game and go off for 15 or 20.
Johnson has 9 today, so she's well on her way. Indris, right side, good bounce pass down low to Stover, who spins and scores. The passing by Okarche in the low post has been really good in the first half.
Those bounce passes, Todd.
Yep.
Dating myself.
And you graduated when? 1973. 1:55 to play. That can't be because I was calling your games.
Yeah.
And I'm too young for that. Alyssa Johnson, the Gay right quarter, and the pass down low to Plunkett is off of her out of bounds. So a rare offensive end turnover tonight for Garber.
Yeah, really, Garber's taking care of the ball for the most part, even with the pressure that Okarche's had on him.
If you're going to turn it over in this type of game with both teams wanting to play baseline to baseline, it's better to do it right there, a dead ball turnover instead of a live ball mistake. Bounce pass to Stover, the baseline goes up. It was contested by Gay, missed everything. Lady Wolves with the rebound.
Yeah, that one right there was kind of forced. Stover should have kicked it back out and ran some more offense.
Plunkett drives in, should have kicked that one out as she overshoots it from an in-close jump shot. And the rebound to Emma Stover. Stover outlets to Whitrock, who drives baseline right. Light cuts her off. Now shoots a cross-court pass for Jaden Rother. Rother into the high post and a foul called against Camilla Gay. That's going to be her second.
It would just drive me crazy as a coach. Anytime somebody throws a post entry, you're trying to reach through the defender and knock the ball away. They're going to call a foul every time on that.
Emma Stover, the sophomore, coming in off the bench and has contributed a couple of baskets for her total of 4. She'll go to the line for a pair. Stover yesterday had 9 points.
Yeah, she was big in the second half of their game yesterday.
She misses the first foul shot. She'll get one more. Aces wild, 1:11 to play here in the first half from the Nextera Energy Resources Garber Invitational Tournament presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle. Second foul shot, no good. Gay, who committed the foul to center of the line, gathers up the rebound. And under a minute we go here in the first half. High post right with it is Gay. Dumps it down. Whoa, layup good by Howry. And she'll have it and one. And Grace now has 12 points to lead all scorers.
This is the best game that Grace has played. I watched them play their regular season game against Kremlin, and she just looks a lot more relaxed. Is doing a good job and kind of playing within herself.
Indris with her second foul. And as you sing her praises, she rattles her first miss of the day. In and out. Okarche with a rebound. They trail it by 5. They find a cutter. That is Rother, who slides left, and a whistle on the floor and a foul. It might as well be on the shot because going forward, it's 2 shots. Howry now has picked up her third, and I'm going to tell you that goes a long ways to offsetting the fouls by Madison Owens, who has 4 to set more than half of this first half.
Yeah, you bet, especially the way that Howry's playing.
First free throw is up, and it is good. So we'll get one more. Leila Washington will come in and replace Howry for the final 50-plus seconds of the first half.
Okay.
Second free throw is up, and that one is good. So a pair for Jaden Rother. And it's 39-36. 45 seconds to play here in the first half. Washington, foul line left, pivots, attacks, and lost the ball off of her legs out of bounds, but I think Tyson Indris, who was there in the low post, helped to force that turnover.
Well, and that's just a silly. I mean, there's no need to do that when you have a lead with 40 seconds. I'm sure Coach Davis wanted one shot there, just too rushed.
Kaylee Island comes in. She's a freshman. I feel like I'm watching a JV game. Every time I look down and see freshmen and sophomores, man, the future is very bright for both of these programs. Left wing jump shot by Whitrock won't go. High off the glass is Island with a rebound to Gay. Gay gets it into the hands of Ashlyn Light. 22 seconds to play first half. Garber by 3 with the basketball here on their home floor. Left circle, Ashlyn Light. She'll bounce it over the wing for Alyssa Johnson to Gay. Gay then turns and throws it cross court and out of bounds. Miscommunication, I think, between she and Ashlyn Light.
Yeah, no doubt. Just make the simple pass. You know, there's no reason to be rushed. It seems kind of like Garber the last 2 possessions are kind of getting rushed a little bit.
Vander Ricci inbounds, 10 seconds to play in the first half. They bounce it to the high post for Tyson Indris. Her spin-around jump shot was in and then back out. Rebound knocked away from Ashlyn Light. It's out of bounds off Ashlyn, and the partisan crowd here wanted a foul as Ashland ended up on the floor with 1 second to go in the period.
Yeah, I kind of like the no call with just a second to go.
Vander Rieshik to inbound, and now they call a foul underneath against Okarche.
On Stover.
It's on Stover. That's going to be her first, and Dakota Martin was looking all along at that because, I mean, he saw it immediately before the ball was even inbounded. What a gift this is, because now Ashland Light, a great foul shooter, goes to the line with 1 tick to go in the half.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't think they shoot free throws.
That's
on
right.
That's player control, right?
Yeah. That's what the officials are getting together to say. So Tom Singh will walk the basketball down to the other end of the floor. And Garber will inbound with 1 second to play here in the first half. 39-36 is our score in the girls' third-place game on Championship Saturday at the Nexterra Energy Resources Garber Invitational Basketball Tournament. They inbound to Light, and she'll heave from well behind half court. It's well short, but a good first half. An entertaining first half at that, Adam. Garber by 3 at the break.
Yeah, 40 points almost in a high school girls varsity game. We don't see that very often. The pace has been great the whole game other than the fouls like you mentioned, but these two teams are very similar, as you can tell, so they're comfortable offensively.
21-17, Okarche, who at one point of the second period trailed by as many as 10, outscores Garber in the second period. Again, we have a game at halftime, 39-36. We'll be back with more from Garber in just a moment. This is the High Plains Insurance Squirtle Game of the Week.
Our middle daughter actually has a heart defect, and we didn't find that out until we found out when she was about 12. She had a genetic disorder. She has 2 right coronary arteries and no left. Luckily, to this day, she hasn't had any symptoms, but you know, there's always that chance that something will happen, and it's kind of scary. She has to visit the cardiologist every once in a while, more often than you and I definitely would, just to get CAT scans and MRIs to make sure everything is still going the way it's supposed to go. But every year when that happens, who knows what you're going to find. I'm extremely excited about the All of Us research program. I wanted to participate not only because I wanted more cardiology research for my daughter and for our family, but also it's definitely a huge step in the right direction that we've been waiting for a long time.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Stop by Blazer Bling Boutique for your wardrobe and accessory needs. It's important to look great for the holidays, so stop by and take a look at what's hot this season. Finding someone hard to buy for? A Blazer Bling gift card makes a fantastic gift. If you can't make it in, you'll find great deals online at blazerbling.com. Follow them on Instagram or like Blazer Bling exclusive on Facebook at Blazer Bling Boutique, 408 Main Street in downtown Garber, where rural and style collide.
Snow Tree Ventures is your local one-stop shop for all your school and business marketing needs. Whether you're looking for branded items or website design, Snow Tree Ventures covers it all. Call today and ask about our new school photography Give Back promotion. We are now booking dates for the 2021-2022 school year. Call us today at 405-204-8478 to learn more, or check us out on Facebook at Snow Tree Ventures.
The Crescent Co-op is getting you ready for the holidays. They have it all, from hardware to plumbing supplies, to farm supplies including fencing, custom fertilizer application, tire sales and repair, pet food and animal health supplies. They even have bagged concrete. Like them on Facebook and look for their deal of the day throughout the month of December. They've been serving the community since 1949 at Crescent Co-op, 215 East Madison in Crescent.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
It's good for you, good for Oklahoma.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
As a local, member-owned electric cooperative, Cimarron Electric is committed to providing the highest quality of service at a reasonable price. We're dedicated to serving our member owners with integrity, accountability, innovation, and a commitment to community. For more information, call or visit our website. Cimarron Electric Cooperative, serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1936 and powering the needs of a new generation.
FloorTech proudly serves schools across the state of Oklahoma with their gym floor and janitorial supply needs.
Protect your network with the most advanced security features available. With CanOkla's Managed Network Service, you can experience worry-free, managed Wi-Fi with automatic security updates and protection for all devices on your network. Be the hero by preventing viruses, blocking malicious websites, and receive alerts when suspicious activity occurs. Pair this with CanOkla's high-speed internet for the ultimate internet experience. Call 800-CAN-OKLA today.
CanOkla Networks is an equal opportunity provider, employer, and lender.
It's Pioneer Cellular's half off end of the year sale. Starting November 30th through the end of the year, switch and save up to 50% off any device when you visit our store. For even more savings this holiday, trade in your old phone at one of our local stores. You heard right. Switch to Pioneer Cellular for 50% off during our half off end of the year sale. For more information, visit us at gopioneer.com.
Big Finish 2020 is on at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Hi, it's Jeff Johnson. Find a deal in December on remaining 2020 Ram 1500s at johnsonsofkingfisher.com. Like our new Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs. Thinking of a new truck? Then you owe yourself to experience the best and unequaled ride and control that Ram has to offer during the Big Finish event. Deals in December? See them at Johnson's of Kingfisher, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. A dealership you'll find only in a place like Kingfisher. Same name,
same family,
since 1927.
Myers Real Property offers an array of services to our great customers throughout central Oklahoma. Fill up with fuel or diesel, grab a snack, and choose from our wide selection of drinks at our 4 convenience store locations: Jacket Express in Kingfisher, Warrior Express in Okarche, Whippet Express in O'Keene, and Tiger Stop in Tuttle. We also feature Cowboy Express Fuel in Kingfisher and Tuttle, as we provide fuel handling services for farmers, oil field sites, convenience stores, and more. Don't forget about One Day Cleaners in Kingfisher, where we not only offer laundry and dry cleaning for clothing and household items, items, but we can handle alterations needs as well. That's Myers Real Property, a proud supporter of high school athletics in your hometown.
Banking is as easy as ACB. At ACB Bank, you get a local community bank with all the conveniences of a big bank. With friendly staff and local service, they make your banking experience simple. They offer online bill pay, mobile banking, and now mobile deposit. You can download the ACB Bank app in the App Store or Google Play. Drop by your local branch today in Cherokee, Wacomas, and Garber, or visit them online at acbbank.net. ACB Bank. Modern banking. Traditional values.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
You want commitment from your bank, you want excellent service, and you want loyalty. Bank Central National Association strives every day to give you the banking experience you really want and enjoy. Their friendly staff is here to serve you and provide you with the best service around. Call them today at 580-234-3316 or visit them in Enid, Alva, Woodward, Anthony, Kansas, or Harper, Kansas. Thank you for choosing Bank Central National Association. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Garber. Girls' third place game midway through, 39-36. The host Lady Wolverines on top of Okarche. Quickly first half scoring. Hallery with 12 leads Garber. 7 points from Ashlyn Light, who has a ton of assists as well. Catherine Plunkett has 6 points. Also Alyssa Johnson with 9. 3 from Sierra Martin. And Camilla Gay has 1. Leading scorers in the first half for Okarche, Whitrock and Owens with 7, but Owens set much of the first half with fouls. Okarche has the basketball to start the second half. They work it down low. The shot was contested, came up short, and Garber has the first miss of the second half. Ashlyn Light probes her way to the top of the circle, lobs it for Gray, foul line left. She turns into a double team, had it knocked out of her hands, but still is able to poke it back to Ashlyn Light. Half a minute deep, third period from Garber, 39-36 at a beautiful, beautiful facility here for this NextEra Energy Resources event. Left circle is Ashlyn Light. She'll kick it off in the corner. This possession taking nearly 30 seconds already. Driving baseline, Plunkett leans, shot in and out, a rebound to Okarche. Almost a minute gone here in the second half. Rother pulls up right angle, back rims the jump shot. Gay peels away and gives way to the rebound for Grace Howery gets it to Light. Down the paint she goes and draws the foul, and that's against Valorand. That's going to be Carson Valorand's first. A ton of fouls in the first half. Again, Mason Owens with 4 fouls, 3 for Grace Hallery and also Sierra Martin for Garber, the players in the most foul trouble here early in the second half. First foul shot is up and down by Ashlyn Light, who's at the line for the first time today.
And Coach Mitchell can't be happy there in transition. Obviously, Light, their best player, coming down the floor. Rother, you need to step over and get in front of her. Don't let her get to the basket.
Garber is now 12 of 17 for the free throw line. Okarche in the first half was 9-13. Under 7 minutes to play in the third, it's 41-36. Left baseline is Whitrock, and they're going to call a timeout. She was about to be called for 5 seconds, and that's the advantage of having the possession right in front of your own bench. Haley Mitchell, the first-year Okarche head coach. Jamie Davis headed up the Lady Wolverine program. Again, Garber beat Newkirk, lost to Hooker. They came in ranked 7th in Class A. Okarche ranked 4th in Class A. They have defeated Crescent and lost to Cashion yesterday. Their record 3-1. Garber is 2-1. Earlier today, there was not a boys' 7th place game. Tonkawa was unopposed. In the girls' 7th place game, it was Newkirk as they defeated Crescent in the Battle of the Tigers. Ripley by 2 over Tonkawa in the girls' 5th place game. Ripley, in a maybe closer than expected game with Newkirk, won the boys' 5th place consolation trophy. And again, there was not a 7th place boys' game here today.
Yeah, we talked about that, Todd. And Tom and I talked about this yesterday. This tournament's been very competitive at all levels and all games. There haven't been a lot of blowouts.
Rother to Whitrock. Whitrock leaves it out front. Now they swing it down low. Backing down is Indra. Spin around jump shot over Gay. Wouldn't go. Rebound to Howry. Under 6.5 to play here in the third. They lob it up ahead to Plunkett. She gets her feet set, fires a mid-range jump shot, missed it. Rebound is tipped, run down by Light. Another hassle play by Light, whose cross-court pass is knocked away and knocked around and out of bounds. And it took a while, but they're going to say it's Okarche basketball. It's good communication between Tom Singh and Dakota Martin to make sure they got the call right.
They've worked together a few times.
Jaylee Rother out high. They swing it down low. Piercing her way to the hoop is Indris, who scoops it up and in. And it's 41-38. First field goal of the second half goes to Okarche.
Yeah, good hard post move there by Andrus, and we saw that from her yesterday, and they need to get her going.
Light with a half-court pass that sails over Gay's head out of bounds. This would be a huge early season win for either one of these two teams, as this is a top 10 girls matchup according to USSAA rankings entering this weekend. Under 6 minutes to play here in the third period. Okarche with the ball into the front court. Right side is Whitrock to Rother. Swings it left. Swish the three up and down by Jaylee Rother, who hits her second three. Terrific ball movement again, and it's tied at 41.
Yeah, Okarche coming out in the second half. Just a very, very posed and a great coming back to tie it up.
Johnson drives in, kicks it down low. Howry's jump shot, no good. Bodies on the floor for the loose basketball. It'll be a tie-up, and possession stays with Garber.
You know, really, for the most part, Todd, both these teams have shot the ball well. I mean, 41-41 with 5.5 to go in the third is a lot of points for a high school girls game.
Cashion girls tonight will play for the championship, and they will be opposed by the Hooker Lady Bulldogs. Quick jump shot off the inbounds pass by Johnson, air ball. So Okarche hasn't a chance to retake the lead. Up ahead to Jaylee Rother, who bricks the layup. The follow shot wouldn't go uncontested underneath. Rebound picked up off the floor by Grace Howry, and then she throws it away. Okarche gets it right back. Indris was open briefly down low. What a great spin move from left to right. She missed the jump shot, but she's fouled. Did you see Indris almost doing jumping jacks down low, trying to get the attention of her teammates when she was briefly wide open on the block?
Yeah, she's an animated player. She's one of those kids, a tough kid, and plays hard. Her brother plays on the boys team. We're going to see him coming up in this next game, but they both play with a lot of energy.
Howry has picked up the foul. And that is her fourth, team foul number 1 in the third period. Indris hits the first free throw. She has 5. That breaks a 41-all deadlock here with 5:07 to play in the third. Second one is up, and that one is good. And immediately into the ball game for Garber comes Sierra Martin. I got to tell you, I am impressed with this. I've never done a football or a basketball game from Garber ever. Lived in Northwest Oklahoma for decades, and this is a beautiful facility only in its third year. Left side is Catherine Plunkett. Kicks it off of the baseline. An air ball jump shot by Howry. However, Light runs down the rebound and resets with a dribble right wing side. Under 5 minutes to play here with the third. Okarche's 2-point lead is their biggest. Their only other lead was in the second period by 1, 28-27. Skip pass to Johnson, who tries to drive, and Valoran blocks her and commits her second foul. Second whistle against Okarche here with 4:43 to go in the third period.
Probably the biggest thing I'm seeing so far early in the second half for Okarche, they're much better on ball defending currently.
Open three, Johnson got it.
Right as I say that, they leave a shooter wide open.
Johnson is in double figures as she now has 12 points, including 2 of the 4 made 3 balls by Garber. 44-43 as we ride the seesaw. Garber back in front of this top 10 Class A girls matchup over Okarche. Down the paint goes Indris, and an offensive foul called. And boy, oh boy, was that a little bit risky, because if that doesn't go the way of Ashlyn Light, that's her third personal.
Yeah, and good job there by Light. Light is all over the place. We talked about that. I don't know how many rebounds she has and how many assists she has, but she has been all over the place.
Indris with her third personal foul, also the third against Okarche. Garber, no problems against the press. Johnson throws up a runner and rattles it in for the right angle. She's hit a couple of tough runners in this ball game. 46-43, that's 5 straight at the midway point of the third period, run off by the Lady Wolverines. Foul line left is Stover, punches it down low, and a turnaround jump shot is up and down.
Back and forth. It's fun to watch. You said, called it a seesaw. I like that.
Valoran gets her third basket, her 8th point, 46-45. The Garber advantage is down to 1. Out front, Martin with a basketball. Cross courts it. Plunkett fumbles it, gets it back, carves her way down to the paint, throws up a runner and back rims it. And the rebound falls into the arms of Jaden Rother. Rother speeds into the front court, kicks it right side. 3 on the way for the lead is good. Sophia Vanderici off the bench with 2 3-point baskets, and it's 48-46 Okarche.
Good answer by Okarche.
3:19 to play here in period number 3. This one you feel like it's going to come down to the last possession or two to decide a winner in the third place game here in Garber. Top of the circle, Sierra Martin kicks it right side. 3 is a brick by Light. Ball on the floor as Okarche had it briefly, and then it is picked up by Emma Stover, who is going to be called for a travel. Looked like Dakota Martin was going to call a jump ball, which that's what I thought it was, but Mark Martin, who maybe even had a better look at it, the official underneath the goal came racing in and said, no, it's a travel.
It looks like she rolled over with the ball while she was on the floor.
They'll lob it inbounds, return it back to the inbounds pass, pluck it, and she throws it in. It's a well-designed play, very well executed by Gay.
It goes back to what we talked about in the first quarter. If you're that person defending the ball inside, you have to be turned sideways. You can't have your back to the inbounder.
Tied at 48 with 2:45 to play here in the third. And the pass up front, knocked back into the backcourt. Vanderici picks it back up. Now loses her dribble, needs some help. And Haley Mitchell says, hey, enough is enough. Let's call a timeout. After it was a 10-point Garber lead at 25-15 in the first half, this thing has been back and forth. Garber's biggest deficit has been 2. That came a moment ago here in the third. We're now deadlocked at 48 here in the girls' third-place game. Coming up in the boys' third-place game, it will be the Cashin Wildcats as they will take on the Okarche Warriors.
Yeah, good little crosstown rivalry, Three Rivers Conference rivalry. I'm sure they don't get enough of each other, so just play one more time.
48 apiece with 2:41 to play. Tell you what, you have to give the Wildcats some credit yesterday. They're missing about 5 or 6 guys that would really help their roster still out for football. And John Hardaway's team somehow managed against a pretty good Hooker team, an athletic Hooker team, to take them to overtime yesterday.
Yeah, they did, and obviously we saw them in the same tournament last year in a similar scenario win the tournament without their football kids. So we talked about it. They've got a talented enough team to compete, and yesterday they competed all the way into overtime.
Jaden Rother from Vanderici gets the inbounds pass with 2:35 to play here in the third. Vanderici with it right wing, skips it over the left circle for Rother. Rother takes a dribble, bounces it to Jaylee Rother underneath to a wide open Emma Stover. Lost her for a minute. Stover has 6, and it's 50-48 Okarche.
Great ball movement by Okarche there. I mean, that's what the term of being patient, and you'll get a good look against the zone.
Light pounds the dribble, drives it around Jaylee Rother, throws up a runner and airballed it. Carson Valorand with the rebound, throws it up ahead. Rother runs it down, but then saves it back in bounds to Ashlyn Light. That's a live ball turnover, and look out. Light got by with a pivot foot, dragging right circle. Kicks it out high. The 3 on the way by Pluckett wouldn't go, and the rebound out of bounds into the Garber bench.
I feel this second half, I feel that Garber's just kind of rushed on the offensive end. I don't really understand why. They were patient in the first half and got a lot of easy shots.
1:51 to play here in the third. Along with Adam Dieselhorst to the crew, I'm Todd Miller in Garber. Girls' third-place game on Squirtle presented by High Plains Insurance. There's a turnover. The pass intercepted. Plunkett to the brack, misses the layup. And then Okarche crashes but can't control. It's off Stover out of bounds.
A lot of easy missed shots at the goal. Got to knock those down.
Plunkett to inbound, right wing side to Johnson. Back to Plunkett for 3 in the corner, and she got it.
She did that on purpose. She knew she could just get a 3 off of an inbounds play.
And that extra point gives them a 1-point lead, 51-50, with 1:19 to play here in the third period. Bounce pass to Rother, left side. She'll throw up a 3, missed it. Rebound to Valorand, who goes up. Now feeds it to a cutting Stover, whose layup hangs on the rim and rolls off. Garber with a rebound. They quickly attack from right to left in your screen. Plunkett runs down a cross-court pass from Ashlyn Light, right side. Now lobs it back out front. That's Sierra Martin out there, despite 3 first-half fouls. Left side is Light for 3. Back rims that one. Okarche in the road purple uniform slides down for the rebound, and we're under a minute to go here in the third. Lady Warriors can retake the lead in this third-place battle. Vanderici left side, being pressured by Plunkett. Needs some help, picks it up, pivots. Underhands a pass to Stover, who's been big off the bench. Good ball movement. Valorand gets free, drives to the baseline. It's knocked out of her hands out of bounds.
Yeah, just the difference so far in this half. I know Garber has a 1-point lead, and they're hanging on here, but Okarche's been a lot more patient with the ball.
Okarche to inbound, just over a half minute to play in the third period. Foul line left, Stover with the basketball. Drives it. It's poked away from her out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Lady Warriors. Tell you what, the ball movement really on both ends of the floor have really been good, especially for early in the season.
Yeah, they do a good job of using their post players. Both these teams do.
Vander Ricci trying to cross-court pass. It's knocked and stolen away by Johnson. One-on-one on the other end. Left-handed layup good for Alyssa. 53-50. That's 4 straight run off by the Lady Wolverines with 15 seconds to play in the third. Between the circles, it's Jaden Rother. Bounces it right side. Her sister Jaylee knocks the eyes out of her third three. That ties us at 53. 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go in the period. Light down the paint, hoping to draw contact. Has a runner from 15. Spin out, and that's the way that period ends. Deadlocked at 53. Adam and I are back in just a moment to the NextEra Energy Resources Invitational Tournament at Garber as part of High Plains Insurance Squirtle Game of the Week.
Our middle daughter actually has a heart defect, and we didn't find that out until we found out when she was about 12. She had a genetic disorder. She has 2 right coronary arteries and no left. Luckily, to this day, she hasn't had any symptoms, but you know, there's always that chance that something will happen, and it's kind of scary. She has to visit the cardiologist every once in a while, more often than you and I definitely would, just to get CAT scans and MRIs to make sure everything is still going the way it's supposed to go. But every year when that happens, who knows what you're going to find. I'm extremely excited about the All of Us research program. I wanted to participate not only because I wanted more cardiology research for my daughter and for our family, but also it's definitely a huge step in the right direction that we've been waiting for a long time.
Garber came into this tournament having just 1 regular season game under their belts. They won that one 59-25. They have come near to eclipsing that total one time in the first round victory over Newkirk, 48-19. You would think it's safe to say they're going to surpass it here in this one with 8 minutes to go in the game, tied at 53. First possession of the fourth to Okarche.
Yeah, this will be big here for Okarche. Obviously, get a bucket, kind of put the pressure on Garber here in the fourth quarter. Nice.
Rother gets it down low. Another great feed. And the layup is paid off by Valorant.
So big for Okarche to start off the fourth quarter to take this lead with the young team.
55-53, a half minute deep into the fourth. One of these two teams claims third of this top 10 matchup of Class A heavyweights in the Garber Invitational. Okarche stays in the zone. Ashlyn Light airballs a 3. Ball hard off of the floor. And Valorant picks up the rebound. She'll outlet up ahead to Rother, whose cross-court pass is knocked away from Stover out of bounds. Emma Stover has really played well today, especially when you consider that Madison Owens has never really been able to get into any tight flow because of the fouls.
Now she's back in the game, so we'll kind of see how that goes.
First time we've seen her with those 4 fouls. They bounce it inbounds. The ball is corralled in the right corner. Now they'll leave it out high for Jaylee Rother. A reverse
Good
down
job.
low of the baseline. Good pass to Stover, who couldn't pay off an open 10-footer of the paint. In fact, airballed it, and Camilla Gray has the rebound for Garber. 55-53, Lady Warriors a minute deep here into the fourth quarter. Right side, Sierra Martin. She'll get set for 3 and knocks the eyes out of it. Martin knocks down her first 3-pointer of the ball game, and Martin continues to play big minutes off of the bench for Garber.
What a big shot by a freshman here in the fourth quarter in a third-place game.
Martin had 1 3 yesterday en route to 7 points, and on the other end, Okarche answers with Jaylee Rother, who hit a left wing jump shot. 57-56 Okarche in a timeout on the floor with 6:39 to play in the ball game. We're back in a moment. This is the Garber Invitational Tournament presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst with you live from Garber, 57-56. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm kind of excited we're getting to see some basketball.
Yeah.
And kudos to everybody at Garber to get this tournament and keep it on point, because we all know you wake up in the morning, it's literally an hour-to-hour thing to see whether you're going to play a game or not.
Yeah, and no doubt. It sounds like next Monday, obviously, we're moving to 50% capacity, which is probably the right thing. But, yeah, I mean, I think these small schools like you and I have talked about, Todd, have found a way to handle this and do the best they can with it.
Entry pass out of bounds, and it looked like it was tipped perhaps by Emma Stover. She kind of reacted like she thought so as she pulled her arms back. But Martin standing there pointed Okarche basketball. Wing left, Jaylee Rother pulls up off the dribble, 17-footer back rims. Rebound off the floor to Catherine Plunkett. Still a 1-point Okarche lead. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They leave it in the backcourt for Camilla Gray. She'll bounce it left wing side for Alyssa Johnson. Johnson leans, shoots a contested jump shot. It wouldn't go. And then the rebound slammed hard on the floor and out of bounds by Martin.
You know, if you're Okarche, too, they just need to stick with being patient and use their inside game, and they've been getting pretty good open looks by doing that.
7th place girls game went to Newkirk. Consolation championship to Ripley by 2 over Tonkawa. Right circle, Valoran unguarded for 3. Misses strong. Long rebound to Ashlyn Light, and here she goes. With 5:45 to play in the ball game, Light's cut off at the foul line. Hands it off to Plunkett, whose 15-footer spins off no good. Martin tips the rebound, and Johnson has it. She'll reset between the circles for Garber.
Not sure Light has scored in the second half, has she, Todd?
No, she had. In fact, she's had some opportunities, just has drawn the cold hand. Plunkett turns to an open right wing jump shot. Lobs it out high for Martin, who whips it left circle for Johnson against the zone. Now they find some spacing to the top of the zone. The jump shot by Plunkett wouldn't go, but the stick back is Camilla Gray. That's Camilla's first basket to go along with a made free throw. 5:05 to play in the contest. Garber in front, 58-57. 3 on the way for the lead. No good left circle by Rother. And possession goes back to the Lady Wolverines. Do you agree with me? It seems like Okarche's just been in a better flow. They've been able to get better looks offensively. Garber seems a little disjointed the offensive end, but you look
Still
up
got
and
a
only 5
1-point
minutes
lead.
to play, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, no doubt. I think a lot of that has to do with just some ill-advised turnovers on Okarche's end and just, you know, they've missed some easy shots, too, Okarche has.
Johnson with it way out front right side. Now sidesteps towards the middle of the floor. Reverses to Plunkett. Feeds it down low to Gay and over the top. Valoran to knock it out of bounds. And they're going to say it was actually last touched by Camilla Gay. 58-57 as you see on your screen. We're winding towards 4.5 minutes to play, can we say, in regulation. Bounce pass right side to Rother. Her entry pass knocked away, but retrieved by Jaden Rother out front. Wing left is Madison Owens, who's been quiet in the second half. Very few minutes with those 4 first-half fouls. Foul line left is Valoran. It's pinched off. They work it to Owens' left corner. We're under 4.5 to play here with the girls' third-place game at Garber. High post is Valoran. Turns, puts up a jump shot, missed it. Rebound to Plunkett, had it taken away by Owens. And she'll reset to Rother out front, steps inside the arc. Long 2, no good, off the rim, and Light with a rebound. And here comes Garber. Garber down the paint with Light, throws up a runner. It wouldn't go. She got by with good over the back. Tipped the rebound, and Okarche comes out of there with it with under 4 to play in the ball game. They don't have the numbers, but still get the break, the secondary break. Stover drives, try to bounce pass in the paint. It's broken up, bodies on the floor, and Garber comes out of there with the turnover. Alyssa Johnson up ahead, goes through 2 defenders, scoops it high off the window. It wouldn't drop. Stover with a rebound, and finally a timeout is called. I know you're getting ready to say what I'm going to say. Let's get this thing under control.
Yeah, slow down, man. Good timeout by Haley Mitchell.
3:40 to play in regulation. Garber 58, Okarche 57. Okarche ball on the backside of the break. This is the High Plains Insurance Squirtle Game of the Week.
Stop by Blazer Bling Boutique for your wardrobe and accessory needs. It's important to look great for the holidays, so stop by and take a look at what's hot this season. Finding someone hard to buy for? A Blazer Bling gift card makes a fantastic gift. If you can't make it in, you'll find great deals online at blazerbling.com. Follow them on Instagram or like Blazer Bling Exclusive on Facebook at Blazer Bling Boutique, 408 Main Street in downtown Garber, where rural and style collide.
.340 to play in the girls' third-place game. This tournament has been, as Adam said earlier, very well contested on both the championship and the consolation side of things. And as we move into the championship bracket here on Saturday. Things very tight between number 4 and number 7 in Class A, and right now it's the number 7 host school, Garber, by 1 over the 4th-ranked Lady Warriors.
Yeah, just a good timeout by Coach Mitchell, because I don't know if I could have took one more possession of somebody taking an ill-advised shot.
I think that's probably what she said, too. Okarche basketball. Rother bounces it over the left wing side for Jaylee. Pinched off of the foul line. Back to Jaden Rother. They swing it right side. In the quarter as Owens gives a pump fake. They cover her up. Okarche being more patient and disciplined on this possession with 3:19 to play in the ball game. Owens on a skip pass. Thought about a three. Turns it down. Goes to Jaden Rother out front. Now to Jaylee for three, and she got it.
I think that's what Coach Mitchell told Jaylee the time before. Jaylee took a three, but it wasn't within the flow of the offense.
60-58, 3:06 to play in regulation. Garber works down by 2. Wing left is Johnson, and her bounce pass is offline and out of bounds. And belatedly, we get the call that says it'll stay with Garber.
Those two post girls, kudos to them. They did a great job in that quarter there.
Gay gets the inbounds pass. That's Martin and not Gay, and she swishes down a mid-paint jumper. Tied at 60 with 2:45 to play in the ball game. Top of the key is Owens. Madison drives right, bounces it to Jaden Rother right side. High post right, Indris. They pull it back out. Owens touches it left circle to Whitrock. Garber in that zone, making Okarche work hard. They pinch off Owens, who drives. That's Indris, actually. Drives, puts up a jump shot. It was in the cylinders, missed no good. And then Indris, I think that was two things. One, an aggression foul. The other was a frustration foul.
Yeah, no doubt.
After all the whistles we had in the first half, a combined 28 free throws attempted. You look up there with 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game. That's the 5th foul between the two teams.
Yeah.
4 against Okarche and 1 against the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, it's been a different pace this second half for sure.
Sierra Martin, right side, Plunkett. Plunkett against the Okarche zone is double team, finds Lyde at the high post. She misses long of that free throw jump shot. And the rebound to Jaylee Rother. Rother 2-on-3, cross courts it for Jaden Rother, who runs it down, cross courts it back to Jaylee. Whitrock with a basketball to Owens. They swing it down low, and the shot is blocked out of bounds. It was Gay that blocked the turnaround jump shot attempt from Carson Valorant.
I think the one place we're going to look, and I mentioned this a couple times, but Garber has scored a ton of points off of inbounds plays in this game.
2 minutes exactly to play. We're tied at 60 inside the Garber High School Gymnasium. The sign greets you as you come in, home of champions. Jaden Rother, right side. Dumps it down low on a reach foul against Camilla Gray. That's going to be her 3rd, but only the 2nd here in the second half against the Lady Wolverines.
So we talk about that. She committed her other foul on the other end of the floor the same exact way. You cannot reach through somebody that has position on you.
Okarche to inbound on the right baseline, as you can see. They'll get it to Jaden Rother. Just a freshman playing well beyond her years. Skips it cross court. Owens left quarter to Whitrock. Back to Madison. Now to Ryan, left side against the 2-3 zone. Approaching 1.5 minutes to play this girls' 3rd place game, and Rother loses the handle. It's off of her foot and run down into the front court for Garber by Alyssa Johnson.
She tried to reach and grab it with one arm instead of just catching it with 2 hands, and ill-advised turnover.
1:20 to play in regulation. Garber can retake the lead. Right side is Plunkett. Plunkett pivots, needs some help, and a timeout called by Jamie Davis. And it's a 60. So we'll break, tied at 60. 74 seconds to play from Garber in the girls' 3rd place game, presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
Snow Tree Ventures is your local one-stop shop for all your school and business marketing needs. Whether you're looking for branded items or website design, Snow Tree Ventures covers it all. Call today and ask about our new school photography Give Back promotion. We are now booking dates for the 2021-2022 school year. Call us today at 405-204-8478 to learn more, or check us out on Facebook at Snow Tree Ventures.
The Crescent Co-op is getting you ready for the holidays. They have it all, from hardware to plumbing supplies, to farm supplies including fencing, custom fertilizer application, tire sales and repair, pet food and animal health supplies. They even have bagged concrete. Like them on Facebook and look for their deal of the day throughout the month of December. They've been serving the community since 1949 at Crescent Co-op, 215 East Madison in Crescent.
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, Ethan, along with Caden and Bryce here with us as well. We are late into this one with 1:14 to play, tied at 60. It's championship Saturday here at the NextEra Energy Resources Garber Tournament. The boys' championship game will feature Class A 7th-ranked Garber team. They defeated Newkirk and I'm looking at the wrong one. Garber, the 2nd-ranked team in Class A, defeated Tonkawa and Okarche to advance. Their opponent will be Hooker, who knocked off Cashin yesterday and dispatched of Crescent 41-23 of the opener. Those are the title games involving both Hooker teams. Martin off an inbound pass cleanly knocks down a huge three for the right wing.
Big shot by the freshman, huh?
Man.
Ice in her veins.
Yeah, 1:05 to play, 63 apiece. We've seen a lot of young players play well above their age in this contest. At times, you've seen underclassmen mistakes, but you've seen some big-time plays as well. Rother triggers a three, and she got it. Jaylee Rother, a sophomore, now has 19 as she has 5 3-point baskets, a season high for her. And with 42 seconds to play, we're deadlocked again, this time at 63. Ashlyn Light, right circle. Johnson with it on the wing. Johnson directly in front of the Garber bench with the left hand. Veers back middle of the floor. 30 seconds to play. Okarche's pushed that zone out now, well beyond the top of the circle. Right side is Martin, leaves it between the rings for Light. They may play for the final shot. Instead, they turn it over.
Went off her foot.
Ashlyn Light lost the handle off of her foot, out of bounds, and now Okarche will spend a timeout, and they will have a chance to win it late with 21.8 seconds to play.
It just kind of looked like Garber they weren't running offense. They were kind of standing around looking at each other. It was just kind of an odd possession there.
Let's take a quick 30-second break. We're back in a moment. 21 seconds to play in regulation. Tied at 63 of the girls' third-place game from the NextEra Energy Resources Garber Tournament, provided by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
21 seconds to play, just a tick under 22 to be exact, tied at 63. Garber had what looked to be perhaps the final possession of the ballgame, trying to set something up and beat Okarche, a top 5 Class A team. Very, very late, but Light dribbled the ball off of her foot out of bounds, and now the pendulum has swung, and the Lady Warriors will have it with 21.8 seconds
Todd,
to play.
good news. The pizza arrived. See it down there?
I don't know where they're going to put it. I've never seen so much food in the hospitality room, and trust me, I've been to a few. Jaden Rother across midcourt. They're going to play for the final shot, 15 seconds to go. They cross-court it for Owens. Now 10 seconds to go. Rother with a basketball, bounces it for Jaylee Rother. She's trapped, pivots, gets it back to Jaden, swings it left. Owens, 4 seconds to play. To Rother, off the dribble for the foul line, airballs the jump shot, out of bounds, and we're going to overtime. What a way to start our quadruple doubleheader today. 63 apiece at the end of regulation. We're back in a moment to the NextEra Energy Resources Garber Invitational, presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
It's good for you, good for Oklahoma.
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Squirtle crew on Championship Saturday in Garber. Tied at 63. We'll toss it up at midcourt. Okarche had the final shot, couldn't get it to drop. And we play on an extra 4 minutes of free basketball, and the event already over a half hour behind schedule. And this is the first of the final 4 games on Championship Saturday. Martin Valoran to jump it. Ball's on the floor, still free. Light gets it, nearly threw it away. Johnson rips away a pass right side. Now spins in the corner. Wolverines with the first possession of the extra period. 15 seconds gone in overtime, tied at 63. Left corner, Sierra Martin with the ball. Veers back middle of the floor. Loops a pass to Light at the high post. Dribbles around Rother with contact off balance. Throws it up, missed it. Well, she is just ice cold. I think part of that's frustration.
Yeah, no doubt. They need to get her going for sure.
Lady Wolverines or Warriors with the rebound. A kick at left side. Jaylee Rother, who had 5 3-pointers in regulation, handles it. Skips it across the floor. Now it's Jaden to Jaylee Rother. Foul line left to Madison Owens. Okarche, after going through a period of time where they played kind of helter-skelter basketball, playing much more discipline on the offensive end. Left corner with it is Jaden Rother. She pivots, and the pass knocked away out of bounds. Nearly a minute gone, in fact, 52 seconds to be exact, deep into the overtime period, tied at 63.
That's the last thing you want to do there is dribble the ball down in the corner and allow yourself to be trapped. Goodness.
Cross-court pass, knocked away out of bounds. Very, very fortunate. And Madison Owens could not be aggressive to go get that pass because she's playing on with 4 fouls, all of those from the first half.
It's just not a pass you need to be making against the zone. That's the exact pass they want you to throw.
And they pushed out that zone well beyond the top of the circle. Okarche looking to find a seam in it. Out high is Jaylee Rother, steps inside the arc, jump shot spins off. Martin controls for the Lady Wolverines. Minute 45 gone here in the overtime period. We're tied at 63 to the girls' third-place game from Garber in the NextEra Energy Resources Invitational. Underneath it goes for Plunkett, catches and scores. That was contested from the right angle, and she knocks it down. First points of the extra session to Garber.
Plunkett's not afraid to mix it up inside, even though she's a little smaller in stature. She's not afraid to get in there with the post players.
65-63. Lady Wolverines lead the Lady Warriors with 2:20 to play here in overtime. Owens cross-courts it from right to left.
Good closeout.
Jaylee Rother, you're right, closed out by Martin, forced to give it up. Back to Jaylee, drives again, pulls up on the baseline, airball the jump shot. The ball is free, and Light somehow was able to corral it off the floor as we wind under 2 minutes to play in the overtime period. 65-63. Plunkett from Garber, the only points here in the extra session, and that's the difference. A 2-point Lady Wolverine lead. Now they can afford to really dictate things.
Yeah, no doubt. Garber needs to be patient. We've not seen them do so in the second half.
Camilla Gay kicks it right side for Alyssa Johnson. Johnson with the left hand, works to the top of the circle, now backs it out. Again, they're going to force Okarche to come out of that zone, and a timeout called by Garber head coach Jamie Davis. 1:35 to play in overtime. It's a 2-point Garber lead. We're back in a moment on the NextEra Energy Resources Invitational Tournament from Garber, presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Back in Garber with a $1:35 to play in overtime of the girls' third-place game. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, it's the Cashin Wildcats taking on the Okarche Warriors for the boys' third-place trophy here at the NextEra Energy Resources Invitational. Still lamenting the fact that the most colorful analyzation you've given today has been when the door opened and the pizza walked in.
I was going to give you another breakdown, but you rudely interrupted me, so I'm going to wait.
How about analysis, not analyzation? Yeah. And I'll give it to you. You go ahead and tell me what you want because there's a foul on the floor, and that's the 6th against Okarche. So
I was just going to thank Garber for being such a great host. I think that's important.
I do too. Jaylee Rother gets her 4th foul. the fifth against the Lady Warriors with 1:18 to play. Very impressed with the facility, with the quality of teams, with the way this tournament has been run through 3 days. Alyssa Johnson with it, lobs it right side. Okarche trying to get a trap. Johnson dribbles through a double team. Kicks it foul line extent of the wing for Camilla Gray. 1:05 to play at overtime. Ashlyn Light, as they play keep away, bounces it back to Gray. Gray to Johnson. How ironic is it that in a game that the two teams combined for 126 points in regulation, there's only been one field goal between the two here in overtime, and we've played 3 minutes and 50 seconds of the extra period.
And all the fouls we talked about in the first half, and now we only have 8 total between the two, and Okarche's having to commit a handful just to get them on the line.
Jaden Rother was the one that committed the foul. That's the 6th, and now 5 seconds called against Garber.
Big.
Catherine Plunkett in front of her own bench could not get the ball inbounds.
Do they have another timeout?
Okarche brings it to the front court, 44 seconds to play. Kick out 3, right side by Vanderish, no good. Underneath with a rebound is Carson Valorand, who missed the jump shot. Okarche saves it in and then back out. Still good hustle, though, by Jaylee Rother. And I'm going to tell you, Garber got by with one there.
They did. I thought she got fouled on that shot. I thought she swatted down with her arms.
Camilla Gay to inbound, 35.3 seconds to play. They better hurry. And almost called for 5 seconds again. The entry pass knocked away. Johnson gets it, accelerates up the right sideline. Uses a spin dribble on the wing and hands it off to Ashlyn Light. Boy, things very physical, and finally a whistle with 26 seconds to play. And again, I think these guys have done a great job, but boy, there was a ton of fouls in the first half, and there was a lot of contact here late that nothing was called.
It looked like they were trying to foul Johnson up the baseline, but a lot of times you see that, but eventually it worked out well for Garber getting Light to the line.
Sophie Vanderishi will be at the foul line, trying to make it a 2-possession game if she can hit the front and the back end of the 1-and-1. That's not Sophie. She's the one that committed the foul. Ashlyn Light is at the free throw line. That's a good one to have as she hits the first. Second one is up, and it's good. So it's a 2-possession game at 67-63 with 25 seconds to play. Garber or Okarche has to hurry here. Right side, Rother with the basketball. Spins, holds it above her hand on the wing. 15 seconds to go in a 2-possession game, and Haley Mitchell from the other side of the floor will call a timeout. 16 seconds to go in overtime. 67-63. We're back to the Nextera Energy Resources Garber Invitational, presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
As a local, member-owned electric cooperative, Cimarron Electric is committed to providing the highest quality of service at a reasonable price. We're dedicated to serving our member owners with integrity, accountability, innovation, and a commitment to community. For more information, call or visit our website. Cimarron Electric Cooperative, serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1936 and powering the needs of a new generation.
FloorTech proudly serves schools across the state of Oklahoma with their gym floor and janitorial supply needs.
Late here in overtime, the Lady Warriors of Okarche need something very, very quick. Down 2 possessions, 67-63. Okarche ranked 4th in Class A. Garber ranked 7th in the same classification, according to the OSSAA rankings. 17 seconds to go in overtime. You see on your screen Madison Owens, who's the only senior for the Lady Warriors to inbound. Gets the return pass. 10 seconds to go in overtime. Good look down low to Valorant, who lays it up and rolls around it in. And a timeout immediately called. Unfortunately for Okarche, that took about a second for the ball to find the bottom of the cup because it went around the entire circumference of the hoop very, very slowly.
Credit Coach Mitchell. That was a great little set that they ran there. I knew they had something because actually Owens, it looked like she had a 3 right off the inbounds, but obviously that wasn't coached in, and a great job looking down low and getting an easy basket.
Haley Mitchell doing a great job at her first season with Okarche. That's no surprise. Again, the bloodlines and the genes are there. Her mother, Sherry Myers, was a longtime legendary Hall of Fame coach at first Kingfisher and then Okarche, where Haley was actually on her mother's bench. And after a coaching change in the offseason, Haley is now coaching the Lady Warriors, and they've got a good one, and she's got a good young team.
Yeah, she does, no doubt. You know, they also are missing probably one of their, if not best players in Griswold. If you remember, her older sister is now playing, I believe, at UTSA. But I believe she was hurt in a kind of non-athletic injury of some sorts. But she should be back, I think, pretty soon. And she's a difference-maker type kid.
You know, I'm just perusing the roster. It looks like 4 juniors and a senior for Okarche. Garber is not much more of a veteran club themselves. They have just 1 senior on their roster, and that is Catherine Plunkett. Here comes the full court pressure, and off the inbounds pass, immediately a foul in the backcourt against Okarche.
Let's see if Light can hit her free throws. If you make your free throws, you win the game.
Jaden Rother has picked up her 3rd personal foul, and correct me if I'm wrong, we've seen this scenario a moment ago. With Ashlyn Light going to the foul line at a 2-point game, trying to make it a 2-possession game, this time with fewer time. 6.7 seconds to go, and she misses the front of the 1-and-1. Okarche with a rebound, and the kick-out pass knocked out of bounds by Light with 3.8 seconds to play.
I believe they have any timeouts left.
They do not. Madison Owens to inbound with 3.8 ticks to go. Gets it to Jaden Rother. Rother will throw up a contested runner. It's wide right, and the ball came in. And Garber finishes 2-1 of their own tournament, claiming 3rd place in a top 7 showdown in Class A with a 67-65 overtime win today over the Okarche Lady Warriors. We'll take a break, have scoring totals in a moment. This is the NextEra Energy Resources Garber Invitational, presented by High Plains Insurance on Squirtle.
Protect your network with the most advanced security features available. With CanOkla's managed network service, you can experience worry-free, managed Wi-Fi with automatic security updates and protection for all devices on your network. Be the hero by preventing viruses, blocking malicious websites, and receive alerts when suspicious activity occurs. Pair this with CanOkla's high-speed internet for the ultimate internet experience. Call 800-CAN-OKLA today.
CanOkla Networks is an equal opportunity provider, employer, and lender.
It's Pioneer Cellular's half-off end-of-the-year sale. Starting November 30th through the end of the year, switch and save up to 50% off any device when you visit our store. For even more savings this holiday, trade in your old phone at one of our local stores. You heard right. Switch to Pioneer Cellular for 50% off during our half-off end-of-the-year sale. For more information, visit us at gopioneer.com.
Big Finish 2020 is on at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Hi, it's Jeff Johnson. Find a deal in December on remaining 2020 Ram 1500s at johnsonsofkingfisher.com. Like our new Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs. Thinking of a new truck? Then you owe yourself to experience the best and unequaled ride and control that Ram has to offer during the Big Finish event. Deals in December? See them at Johnson's of Kingfisher, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. A dealership you'll find only in a place like Kingfisher. Same name,
same family
since 1927.
Welcome back to the Garber High School Gymnasium on Squirtle, our game of the week in the Garber Tournament presented by High Plains Insurance. Garber wins it in overtime 67-65 over Okarche. Love the effort, though, by both teams. And, again, they combined for over 120 points in 4 periods. Not a lot of scoring in overtime. And, in fact, only 2 points for Okarche over the final 4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about early on the similar styles, similar type players. Both have young teams. I just think in the long run, I think the difference was, Garber just has made a few more plays, and then obviously took care of the ball a little better.
Garber had 6 players play, 6 players score. 5 of those were in double figures. Alyssa Johnson finished with 16 by my totals. Catherine Plunkett had 13, 10 from Grace Howry, 12 from Grace, all in the first half. 11 points from Sierra Martin and 10 from Ashlyn Light, who really struggled offensively in the second half. Jaylee Rother had a season-high 5 made three-point baskets, finished with 19. Carson Valoran, their only other double-figure scorer, with 10. So, Garber moves to 3-1. They go to 2-1 in the tournament, finish 3rd. Okarche now is 3-2, and they finish 4th in this very tough championship bracket of the NextEra Energy Resources Garber Invitational. In overtime, Lady Wolverines beat the Lady Warriors 67-65. We're back in about 8 minutes with the boys tip-off right here on Squirtle.